I want to tell you about a man named Robert. Robert drove the same car for 11 years. He knew every scratch on the door, every rattle on the highway, every sound the engine made on a cold morning. He thought he knew his vehicle. Then one Tuesday afternoon on a busy road, his engine seized completely. No warning, no buildup, just done. The mechanic told him something that Robert could not get out of his head for weeks. He said, "This did not happen today. This has been happening for 2 years. Slowly, quietly, while you were driving and thinking everything was fine." Robert is not unusual. Robert is the majority. Most drivers, whether they are behind the wheel of a car, a truck, a motorcycle, a power bike, a scooter, or an electric vehicle, are making the same silent mistakes every single week. Not because they do not care about their machine, because nobody ever told them what to look for. That changes today.
My name is Marcus J. Cole. For 25 years, I worked as a master mechanic. I have seen good people lose good money on repairs that should never have happened. I have watched drivers get hurt on things that could have been caught in 5 minutes. That is why I built MR.ENGINE. Not for fame, not for money. To make sure it never happens to you.
Today, I'm going to show you 4 mistakes that are slowly destroying engines worldwide. In every vehicle, on every road, in every country. And the simple corrections that take less than 5 minutes and cost almost nothing. 4 mistakes, 4 corrections. Every one of them something you can do yourself. Right now, today, with no tools and no mechanic. Mistake 1. Driving on the wrong oil for too long. This is the most common engine mistake on the planet. And it does not just affect car drivers, motorcycle riders, power bike owners, truck drivers, scooter users. Every combustion engine on Earth runs on oil, and every single one of them is being destroyed when that oil is ignored. Here is what most drivers do not understand. Engine oil does not just run out. It breaks down. It loses its ability to protect your engine long before the level drops to 0. I remember a young man who came into my workshop, drove a pickup truck, worked hard, took care of his family. He had never changed his engine oil in over a year. By the time that truck came to me, the knocking from that engine was something I could hear from the car park. By then, the damage was already done. The correction is simple. Open your bonnet right now. Pull out the oil dipstick. It has a yellow or orange handle in most vehicles. Wipe it clean. Put it back in fully. Pull it out again. Look at 2 things. First is the oil level between the 2 marks on the dipstick. If it is below the lower mark, your engine is running dry right now. Second, rub the oil between your fingers. Is it black and gritty? That oil is no longer protecting anything. Change your oil today before it costs you everything. For motorcycles and power bikes, the interval is shorter. Check your manual and never go beyond it. This one check, this one habit can add years to any engine on any vehicle. Mistake 2, ignoring the check engine light until the car forces you to stop. In 25 years of working on engines, I can tell you exactly what most drivers do when a warning light comes on. They cover it with a piece of tape and drive for another 6 months. I have seen it 1,000 times. A woman came into my workshop one winter. Her check engine light had been on since October. It was now March. By the time she brought it to me, the problem that started as a $40 fix had become a $1,200 repair. She looked at me and said, "I thought if I ignored it long enough, it would go away." It never goes away. It only gets more expensive. The correction is simple and free. Most auto parts stores worldwide will read your check engine code at no charge. Many modern smartphones can read it too, with a small Bluetooth device that costs less than $10. Plug it in, read the code, search what it means. You do not need to fix it yourself, but you need to know what it is saying before it stops asking quietly and starts demanding loudly. This applies to every vehicle with an electronic system: cars, trucks, electric vehicles, modern motorcycles, power bikes. Your machine is always talking. The mistake is choosing not to listen. Mistake 3, riding and driving on the wrong tire pressure. This mistake does not just cost you money. This mistake kills people. I'm going to say that again because I need every driver and every rider watching this to hear it clearly. Wrong tire pressure kills people. I worked on a motorcycle after a highway accident. The rider survived. But when we checked that bike, the rear tire was running at less than half the recommended pressure. He had not checked it in months. He did not know he was supposed to. He told me afterwards, "Nobody ever told me to check my tires." That is exactly why Mr. Engine exists. The correction takes 60 seconds. Every vehicle, car, truck, motorcycle, scooter, power bike, electric vehicle, has a recommended tire pressure written either in the owner's manual or on a sticker on the door frame or under the seat. Buy a tire pressure gauge. They cost less than $2 anywhere in the world. Check all your tires once every 2 weeks. For motorcycle and power bike riders, check before every single long ride. Underinflated tires do not just wear out faster. They heat up, they lose grip. They fail without warning at the worst possible moment. This correction costs $2 in 2 minutes. The mistake costs everything. Mistake 4. Buying a vehicle without checking these 3 things first. This mistake does not happen after you own a vehicle. It happens before, and it costs more money than any maintenance mistake on this list. One of the saddest moments in my workshop career was a young man who came in 3 weeks after buying a used car he had saved for 2 years to afford. He was proud. He was happy. He brought it to me for a routine check. I had to tell him that the engine had been flooded and badly repaired. The gearbox had been tampered with. The vehicle was worth less than half what he paid. He sat in my workshop for a long time, not saying anything. That moment is part of why I created Mr. Engine. Nobody should lose 2 years of savings because nobody told them what to check. Here are the 3 things to check before buying any used vehicle, car, truck, motorcycle, or power bike. First, check the oil. Pull the dipstick and look at the oil. If it is milky white or has a creamy texture, water has entered the engine. That vehicle has either been flooded or has a blown head gasket. Walk away immediately. Second, check the exhaust when the engine starts cold. White smoke that disappears after warming up is normal. Blue smoke means the engine is burning oil, internal wear. Black smoke means fuel is burning incorrectly, a serious problem. Any smoke that continues after 5 minutes of warming up is a red flag. Third, check the VIN number on the dashboard and the door frame. They must match exactly. If they do not match, the vehicle has been tampered with. Do not buy it. These 3 checks take less than 10 minutes. They can save you from losing every coin you saved. Robert eventually bought a new engine for his car. It cost him more than he had spent on the vehicle itself. He called me after it was done and said something I want to leave with every driver watching this today. He said, "Marcus, the machine was always telling me something was wrong. I just never learned the language." That is why I built this channel. Mr. Engine exists so that you never have to make the mistakes I watched people make for 25 years in that workshop, so that you never lose money you could not afford to lose, so that you never put yourself or the people you love in danger because nobody told you what to look for. The 4 checks we covered today cost nothing. The mistakes they prevent cost everything. I am Marcus Cole. This is Mr. Engine. And if this video gave you one thing you did not know before you pressed play, then this channel is already doing exactly what I built it to do. Drop a comment right now and tell me which mistake you have been making. I want to know, and I want to help. Smash that like button. Subscribe to Mr. Engine, hit that notification bell. We are just getting started, and I promise you, the best is coming. Let's ride.